Hi, and thanks for joining us for our class today. So today's class involves lots of different exercises to work throughout the body. So where possible, I'm going to show you some different options for the exercises, particularly some of those more challenging movements. So always work to a level that you feel comfortable with, because most importantly, we want you to enjoy the class. So we're going to start by warming up in standing, and then we're going to come down into 4-point kneeling to continue the class from there. Okay, so when you're ready, let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start by bringing those toes apart and those heels apart, so those feet at that hip width distance. Just to start with, we're going to transfer that weight going to the front of your toes and then back onto your heels. So just nice and slowly forwards and back. Just looking to find that midpoint between those two movements, so that weight's going nice and evenly down through your feet. Knees are nice and soft, so not locked back. Hands up onto your pelvis, very gently. We're going to tilt that pelvis forward and then tilting it back. So just a gentle movement forwards and back. Again, just looking to find that midpoint between those two movements, so that pelvis in that nice neutral position. That core's gently engaged, ribs are soft, collarbones wide, and that neck nice and long and lifted. Okay, so we're going to bring our elbows into our sides to begin with, shoulders drop down, that neck long. We're going to take a breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to open those hands out, squeeze the shoulder blades gently back and then forwards. Good. And again, opening out, squeezing gently back and forwards. Good. Opening out through that chest, folding back. Good. Squeeze the shoulder blades gently back, folding forwards. Neck staying nice and long, opening out, folding forwards. Good. Lovely. And again, opening out and fold forwards. Now on this next one, we're going to open out, reach those palms away and then fold back in. Good. And again, opening out, reaching away and folding back in. Good. And again, open out, reach away and folding back. Now on this next one, if you can, we're going to open out at the same time, come up onto those toes and then fold back together. Good. And again, opening out, reaching away, fold back down. Good. Open out, up on those toes and folding back in. Lovely. And again, opening out, reaching away, fold back in. Lovely. Last few here, nice and controlled and lowering down. Good. Just warming up those toes as well. Coming up, lowering down. Let's do one more. Opening out, reaching away and folding back. Very good. Relax those arms back down. Good. Okay, so we're going to do our toy soldier movement here. So we're just going to reach one arm up towards the ceiling and then we're going to switch arms over. Good. Reaching our arms up and down. Good. Reaching up and down. Good. Now if you can, we're going to add in our opposite heel raise. So we're going to reach the opposite heel up and then switch. So a nice gentle movement, keep that pelvis nice and level. Reaching opposite arm, raise the opposite heel. Good. Reaching each side. Lovely, well done. Keep that pelvis nice and level. So we're moving through gently, reaching up, lowering down. Good. Reach up and lower. Good. Reaching up, lowering down. Well done. A few more here, just moving gently through, just stretching that upper body gently. So reaching the arm up, lowering down. Good. Reaching up and lowering down. Well done. Alternating sides. Keep going here. Very good. Reaching up, lowering down. Well done. Good. Moving gently through that movement. Lovely. One more each side. Good, and then relax those arms back down. Well done. Okay, let's warm up through our legs a little bit more. We're going to do a little squat movement here. So feet still that hip width distance apart. We're going to drop that bottom back down and then lifting up. Good, and again, drop that bottom back, lift up. So that weight's going back onto your heels, sitting back, lifting up. Good. Dropping down, lifting up. Drop back and lift up. Good, and again, drop back, lifting up. Good. Now on this next one, we're going to drop down. I want you to come up onto those toes, push up on those toes, lower down. Good. Drop down, up on those toes, push up on those toes, lower down. Drop into that squat, up on those heel raises, push up through those toes, lower down. Good. Drop down, up with those heels, lifting up and lower the heels back down. Well done. Drop down, up on those toes, push up on those toes, lower back down. Well done. Pushing up and down. Well done. Drop down, up on those toes, push up through those toes, lower down. Lovely. dropping down, up on those toes, coming up on those toes, lower them back, heels back down. Good, well done. Lifting up, lower down. Last few, drop down, up on those toes, push up through, lower down. Good. Drop down, up on those toes, push up through, lower down. Dropping down, up on the toes, push up and lower. Good. Drop down, up on the toes, pushing up and down. Lovely. Last few, pushing up and down. One more. Drop down, up on those toes, push up and lower. Well done. Very good. Okay, so we're going to come side on here. So we're going to do a little lunge back and then we're going to drive our hip forward for this one. So we're going to stick with the same leg. We'll start with the right. So I want you to step that right leg back, drop down into a lunge, drive that hip forwards. Drop down and back, drive that leg forwards. Good. Dropping down, driving up. Now just go as low as you feel comfortable. Drive that leg up. Good. Drop down and back, drive that hip forwards. Good. Dropping down, driving forwards. Well done. Driving forwards. Nice and controlled movement. Well done. Driving forwards. Drop down, drive that leg forwards. Good. Drop down, driving forwards. Dropping back, driving forward. Last couple. Drop down, driving forward. One more. Dropping down, drive forwards. Well done. Very good. Okay, opposite leg this time. We're going to step back, drop down, drive that leg forward. Drop back, drive forward. Lovely. Just going as low as you feel comfortable. Drop back, drive forward. Drop back, drive forward. Lovely. Dropping down, drive that leg forward. Well done. Drop down, drive that leg forward. Good. Just going as low as you feel comfortable. Nice and controlled. Driving forward. Drop down, drive forward. Last few. Dropping down, driving forward. Drop down, drive forward. Good. Let's do one more. Drop back and drive forward. Lower that leg down. Well done. Okay, so I'm going to come to the end of my mat. We'll do a few roll downs from here. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor. Take a breath in at the end here. Then as you breathe out, slowly lifting up into standing. Very good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor. Breath at the end there. As you breathe out, gently coming back up into standing. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, curling slowly down towards the floor. Take a breath at the end there. Then as you breathe out, slowly coming back up into standing. Good. One more time, breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor. Breath at the end there. And as you breathe out, slowly coming back up. Lovely. Now on this next one, we're going to roll down into 4-point kneeling from here. So breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, rolling those hands down. Once you get to your end point, just soften those knees, and then we're going to walk our hands down and then come forward into this 4-point kneeling position, and we're going to continue our class from here. Okay, so we're going to continue the class here in 4-point kneeling. So hands underneath those shoulders to start with, knees under those hips, elbows nice and soft, so not locked back from here. And we're just going to start with a little tail swish, just to release any tension through that lower back. So we're just going to literally move that bottom side to side. So imagine you've got that tail, you're just wagging that tail side to side. So we're just moving that tailbone side to side, just swishing that lower back, just releasing any tension as you swish side to side. Just a small movement, moving side to side, just as if you were wagging that tail. Well done. Moving side to side, just a little swish, just releasing any tension, that lower back. Well done. And then just find that midpoint between those two movements. So that nice neutral position. Well done. So that back's nice and flat from here. And we're going to start by just extending one leg. So we can take the right leg. I want you to extend that leg away. And then we're going to bend the knee, fold it back in. Extend the leg away, fold back in. So same leg, reach the leg away, folding in. And again, reach that leg away, folding in. So we're lengthening the leg away, fold back.
Breathe out as you lengthen away. Breathe in as you fold back. Breathe out as you lengthen away. Breathe in to fold back. So we're kicking that leg back, folding in. Breathing out. Breathe in. Good. Opening out. Fold back. Keeping that back nice and flat. That neck nice and long. Well done. Breathe out and in. Well done. Breathing out. Folding back. Breathe out and fold back. Well done. Extending the leg. Fold back in. Good. And again, extend the leg. Folding back. Extending. Fold back. Good. Well done. Folding back, extend the leg. Now on this next one, we're going to lengthen the leg away. I want you to keep it extended, and we're going to do a little circle round. So a little one leg circle here. Just gently breathing in and out, circling that leg around one way. Good, and then change direction. Circling in the opposite direction. Well done. Good. And then coming back, and then fold that leg back in. Very good. Okay, opposite leg this time. We're going to lengthen the leg away and then fold it back in. Good. Extend that leg away, fold back. Breathing out as you extend, breathe in as you fold back. Breathe out as you lengthen, breathe in to come back. Good. So sticking with that same leg, lengthening away, folding back. Well done. Lengthening away, fold back. Good. Folding in, lengthen the leg away. Good, so extending that leg, folding back. Still keeping that back nice and flat. We're still keeping that control as we lengthen the leg, folding back in. Good. Breathe out as you lengthen, breathe in to fold back. Breathe out as you lengthen, breathe in to fold back. Good. Breathing out, breathe in to fold back. Well done. Folding in, breathing out. Good. Now on this next one, we're going to lengthen away, hold that position, and we'll do a little one leg circle here. Circling that leg around, well done, still breathing, good, keep that control. And let's change direction. Circle around one way, good. And then gently folding that leg back in. Very good, drop that bottom down. Just have a little stretch out into our child pose stretch here. So take a nice deep breath in and out. On that out breath, just relax down into that stretch, just that little bit further if you can. Breath in. As you breathe out, sinking down. Good. And again, breath in. And as you breathe out, just relaxing down into that stretch. Good. Okay, so we're going to work our upper body a little bit more here. So we're going to come back up into 4-point kneeling. So we're going to go into our press-ups here. So you can either stay in this box position, so hands under those shoulders, knees under hips, and we lower down that breastbone, that forehead down to the mat here. Or if you want to, we can bring our hands just a little bit further in front, knees come back slightly, and we lift those feet up here, and we lower down from this position. So pick what's comfortable for you, and let's do 8 together, okay? Let's go. So we're going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, very good, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then lifting back up. Well done. Have a little rest here, and then we're going to do another set. So pick what's comfortable. If that felt too much, that level 2, come back into that box position, okay? It's up to you. All right, so when you're ready, let's do that again. Another 8. Here we go. So we're going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back up. Have a little rest there. Well done. Drop back if you need to. Breath in and out. Good. Coming back up. Now, if you can, only if you can, let's do one more set. So either staying in that box position or those hands forward, knees back. Lift those feet, and let's do one last set of 8. Here we go. We're going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, 1. Coming back up, well done. Let's drop back last time. Have a little stretch out. If you want to this time, bring those arms down by your side, relax those shoulders down, just in that kind of fetal position. So we take a breath in. As you breathe out, just relaxing down that stretch, that little bit further. Well done. Breath in and out, and relaxing down. Very good. Okay, so we're going to come round and down onto our sides from here. So if you've got a thicker block, we can just use that, or a little towel or something, just to support your neck. So we'll come down onto our sides. We're going to have both legs straightened out from here and just rest that head down onto the block. Okay, so we're going to start by lifting up this top leg. As we lift this leg, we're going to then tap it forwards, lift it back up, and then tap behind. So keeping that control through that centre as you tap forwards, lift up, tap behind. So I want you to imagine you've got a little box on that lower leg. You're lifting it up and over that box, up and over in front. Good. So a reasonably sized box, not a tiny box. We're lifting up and over that box, tap in front, lift up and over, tap behind. Lift up and over, tap in front, lift up and over, tap behind. So keeping that control. So we're working those glutes really hard to lift up that leg, but we're also having to control that movement through that centre as we tap forwards and tapping back. Good. Lift up, tap forwards. Lift up, tap behind. Good. Lift up, tap forwards. Lift up, tap behind. Good. Keep going here. Lifting over your box, tap behind, lift over, tap in front. Lift up and over, tap behind. Up and over, tap in front. Good. Up and over, tap behind. Up and over, tap in front. Good. Up and over, tap behind. Up and over, tap in front. Good. A few more here. Nice and control. Up and over, tap in front. Up and over, tap behind. Good. Well done. Up and over, tap behind. Up and over, tap in front. Good. Last few here. Really working those muscles. Good. Tap in front. Lift up and over, tap behind. Well done. Let's do one more. Lift up and over, tap in front. Up and over, tap behind, and then lower that leg down. Well done. Bend those legs up, drop that leg in front. Let's have a little stretch out and rest of that top leg. So while we're resting this top leg, let's lengthen through that lower leg and just do a few little pulses of that inner thigh just while we're having a rest here. So keep that upper body nice and relaxed, so just pulsing that lower leg here. Well done. So just breathing in and out. Good. Breathing in and out. Good. Just pulsing through that lower leg, just giving this top leg a little bit of a rest there. Well done. Breath in and out, and then just relax that leg down. Very good. So we're going to bend both legs back up again, and we're going to go into our side kick movement. So we're going to lift this top leg up to that hip height. I want you to imagine it's on a table, and we're going to glide the leg forwards on that table, gliding it back. So a nice gentle movement, gliding forwards, gliding back. So keeping that control as you glide forwards, glide back. Now you can either keep that knee bent, or if that's comfortable, then you can straighten this top leg, and then we glide the leg forwards and glide it back. If that top leg's straight, point the toes to glide forward, flex the foot to glide back. Point the toes to glide forward, flex the foot to glide back. Good. Point the toes to glide forward, flex the foot to glide back. Good. Gliding forwards, gliding back. So keeping that leg at that hip height, it's really challenging those glute muscles. So watch that leg's not dropping down as you glide forwards, glide back. If you want to challenge it a little bit more, then we can straighten both legs. Gliding forwards, gliding back. So that's just reducing that base of support a little bit more. So you might find that leg won't go quite so far forwards or back. That's fine, as you're gliding forwards and gliding back. And again, glide forwards, glide back. Well done. Glide forwards, glide back. Good. Nice and controlled. Lovely. So we're pointing those toes to glide forward, flexing the foot to glide back if that leg's straight. All the while keeping that leg at that hip height level, really challenging those glutes here. Good. Gliding forwards, gliding back. Last few here. Well done. Gliding forwards, gliding back. Good. Let's do one more. Glide forwards, glide back, and then relax that leg down. Bend those knees up there. Very good. Okay, so let's do the same onto the opposite side. So bring that block with us up and over. So we're going to come down onto the opposite side from here. So just use that block just resting under your head here to support that neck. Okay, so in this position we're going to straighten our legs out as we did before, keeping those hips stacked. And we're going to start with that toe tapping forwards and back. So keeping those hips stacked, we're going to lift up this top leg and we're going to tap that foot in front. Lift up and over, tap behind. Lift up and over, tap in front, lift up and over, tap behind. So nice and control through that centre as you're lifting up and over, tap behind, lift up and over, tap in front. So imagine you've got that box, remember, on that lower leg. You're lifting up and over that box, tap behind, up and over, tap in front. So as before, a reasonable size box here, we're lifting up and over, not a tiny one. Okay, so good. So lift up and over, tap in front, lift up and over, tap behind. Up and over, tap in front, up and over, tap behind. So really challenging that centre as well to control that movement as we're tapping forwards, lift up and over, tap behind. Good, lift up and over, tap in front, up and over, tap behind. Good. Tap in front, lift up and over, tap behind. Well done. Nice and control. Tapping back, lift up and over, tap in front. Good. So really working those glutes. Well done. Lift up and over, tap behind. Lift up and over, tap in front. Well done. Up and over, tap in front and behind. Good. Last few. Nice and controlled. And back. Lift up, tap in front, lift up, tapping back. Good. Lift up, tap in front, lift up, tapping back. Let's do one more. Lift up, tap in front, lift up, tap behind, and then lowering that leg down. Well done. Bring those knees in. So let's drop that knee down in front of you just to give that leg a little rest here. We're going to lengthen through that lower leg just to give this leg a bit of a stretch and a rest. While we're doing that, we can just work that inner thigh slightly, and we're going to lift and lower through that lower leg. So just pulsing that lower leg there, keep that upper body relaxed. We're just stretching out through this top leg, resting here. Well done. So just breathing in and out, just while we're resting through this top leg. Well done. Breath in and out. Good. And again, lifting up and down with that lower leg. Good. Breathing in and out. Lovely. One more breath in and out, and rest that leg down. Well done. Okay, so as we did before, let's bend those knees up together to start with, and we're going to do our side kick movement. So keeping those hips stacked, we're going to lift this top leg just to that hip height. I want you to imagine that leg's on that table. We're going to glide the leg forwards and then gliding it back. So nice and controlled, gliding forwards and gliding back. So keeping that leg at that hip height level, really challenging those glutes as you glide forwards and then gliding back. Well done. Gliding forwards and gliding back. So if that's comfortable, we can straighten this top leg, glide the leg forwards, gliding back. If that top leg's straight, then point the toes to glide forward, flex the foot to glide back. Point the toes to glide forward, flex the foot to glide back. So keeping that leg at that hip height level as you glide forwards, gliding back. So point the toes to glide forward, flex the foot to glide back. So really keeping that leg at that hip height, remember, to challenge those glutes as we glide forwards, glide back. If you want to make it a little bit harder, then we can straighten that lower leg as we glide forwards and glide back. If that lower leg's straight, you might find that leg won't go quite so far forwards or back. That's fine, because it's just a little bit harder to control, so we haven't got as much base of support underneath us. As we glide forwards, glide back. Good. Nice and gently gliding forwards, gliding back. Well done. Keep that control. Glide forwards, glide back. Well done. Last few here. Gliding forwards, gliding back. So that toes pointing forwards, flexing to go back. Well done. Keeping that leg at that hip height level. Good. Last few. Really working those muscles hard. Well done. Gliding forwards, gliding back. Excellent. Glide forwards, glide back. Good. Let's do one more. Glide forwards, glide back, and relax that leg down. Well done. Bend those knees up. Very good. Have a little rest there. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to come round onto our backs now. So if you just pop that block back to the side, and then we're going to come down onto our backs from here. Okay, so let's just start with our feet and knees that hip width distance apart. Just tilt your pelvis forwards and back again if you need to, just to find that midpoint between those two movements. Okay, so we're going to bring in some abdominal work here. So I'm going to put my hands behind my head just to support my neck here. And we're going to take a breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to lift that head into that little bit of abdo prep and then lower back down. Good, and again, lifting up, a little bit of abdo prep, and then lowering. Good, so just engaging those abdominals as we lift up and lower. Good, and again, lifting up and lowering down. Lovely, lifting up and lowering. Let's do one more here, lifting up and lowering. Now if that feels enough, you can stay with those feet down and we're going to keep doing some abdominal preps there. If you can, we're going to bring both legs up into double tabletop and we're going to lift up and lower. Good, lifting up and lowering. Now next one, on the same time as we lift up, if you can, we're going to extend our legs away, then fold back together. Lift up, extend the legs away, fold back. If that feels too much with both legs extended, you could just extend one, lift and lower, and then alternate sides. So we've got a couple of options here. If you can, then we're going to extend, lifting both up, lower back down. Extend both together and lowering. Good, so lifting and lowering. Nice and controlled, lift up and lowering. A little bit of abdo prep, well done, keeping that tummy nice and flat. Extending away, lower back down. Good. Extending and lowering. Good. Well done. Last few. Extending away and lowering down. Good. Extending and lowering. Well done. Let's do one more. Extending and lowering back down. Well done. If those feet are lifted, lower back down one at a time. Coming back to that start position. Well done. So feet and knees back to that hip width distance apart. Make sure your feet aren't too far away from you because we're going to go into our bridge from here. Arms relaxed down by your side. We're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that pelvis under. Use those bottom muscles, lifting up into that bridge here. Breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to slowly walk that spine gently back down onto the mat. And again, tucking that pelvis under, lifting up into that bridge. Breath in here. As you breathe out, we're going to slowly walk that spine back down onto the mat. Good. And again, tucking that pelvis under, lifting up. Breath in. As you breathe out, slowly walking that spine back down. Good. Now if that's comfortable, we can add in some movements with our legs. So we're going to lift up. If you can, we're going to keep this pelvis nice and level and we're going to extend one leg away, fold back and then lower back down. If that felt too much, then you can lift up and then just raise a heel and down, and then the opposite heel, and then lower from there, just a little different variation. But if you can, we're going to lift up, keep the pelvis nice and level, and alternate extending the leg away. So even if you're raising a heel or if you're stretching a leg, make sure if you're adding any of that movement with your legs, you're keeping that pelvis nice and level. So that's what we're watching for. We don't want to see that bottom dipping as we're adding any movements through that leg. Good, so lifting up, keep that bottom engaged, pelvis level, extending the leg. Good, lowering back down. Well done, nice and controlled. So just work to what feels comfortable for you. Good, and lowering down. Really use those bottom muscles. Make sure those bottom muscles are helping support you as you lift up and as you lower back down. Very good. Tucking under, lifting up. Good, and then lowering down. Well done. We'll just do last few here. Remember, you can mix and match through those levels. And lowering down. Good, tucking that pelvis under, lifting up. Very good, and peeling that spine gently back down. Let's just do one more here, lifting up. And then slowly lowering back down from there. Well done. So let's bring those knees in, let's have a quick hug and just stretch that out. Well done. So nice deep breath in and out here. On that out breath, if you can, just relax down into that stretch, just that little bit further if you can. Breath in, and as you breathe out, just relaxing down. Well done. Breath in and out. Good, and then just lowering those legs down one at a time. Okay, so we're going to go into our crisscross movement here. So bring in our abdominals again, but also bring in our obliques a little bit. So again, we can pop our hand behind our head from here.
If you want to, you can keep your feet down if that feels like a good position for you. Or if you can, we're going to bring both legs up into double tabletop from here. So I want you to lift your head and look towards that opposite knee and then come back down. And then we do the same, opposite side, reaching, opposite knee and then down. So our eye line is looking to that diagonal knee and then down. So it's not a huge twisting movement, you're just looking towards that knee and down. Looking to that knee and down. So we're alternating sides here, lifting and lowering, lift up and lower. Good. If you want to add an extra little challenge, then we can extend the opposite leg and then back. So we're looking to that knee, extending the other leg. Good. Lifting and lowering. Remember, if that feels too much though, you can stay with those feet down or just stay in that tabletop. Good. So lifting and lowering. Well done. Looking to that opposite knee. That little bit of a side movement, just kicking in those obliques a bit here as well. Good. Lifting and lowering. Well done. Breathe out as you lift up. Breathe in as you lower. Good. And down. A few more here. Well done. Lifting and lowering. Very good. Last few. And down. Good. And lowering down. Good. Let's do one more each side. Very good. Lower that head down. If those legs are lifted, lower them back down one at a time. Back to that start. Very good. Okay, so we're going to lengthen out through our body now. We're going to do our opposite arm, opposite leg movement just to really feel that nice lengthening movement. So we've got a couple of options again here. So we're going to just start by just lengthening one leg, either hovering or floating above the floor. And we're going to reach the opposite arm above your head and then fold them back together. Alternate sides, opposite arm, opposite leg, lengthening away and then fold back together. So breathing out as you're reaching away, breathing in as you fold back. Breathe out as you reach away, breathe in as you fold back. Breathe out as you reach away, breathe in as you fold back. Breathe out as you reach away, breathe in as you fold back. Well done. Lengthening away and folding back. If you wanted to make it more challenging, you can bring your legs into tabletop and just do the same movement again. Making sure your back isn't arching, keeping that control. So that's your other option if you want to. Lengthening through, but actually it can be a really nice just lengthening movement. Stretching out through the front of those hips, lengthening away, folding back. Breathe out as you lengthen, breathe in as you fold back. Breathe out as you lengthen away, breathe in as you fold back. Well done. Breathing out, breathe in to fold back. Give it a few more here. Nice and control. Remember, if that starts to feel too much if you've lifted your legs, we can just fold them back down and go back to just hovering that leg or sliding it along. Just feel comfortable for you. Lengthening away and folding back. Good. And back. Lengthening away and folding back. Well done. Reaching opposite arm, opposite leg, folding back. Good. Just do the last few here. Good. And let's just do one more each side, reaching away, folding back, reaching away, and folding back. Well done, very good. So we're going to carry on stretching out here. We're going to have arms down my side or out to the side of you. We're going to drop our knees over to one side, turn your head to the opposite side if you can, opening out. Use those toe muscles coming back up and then over to that opposite side. Good. Lifting those knees back up, drop those knees over, turn that head to that opposite direction, opening out and then gently folding back up and over. Good, drop those knees over, rotating that head, using those toe muscles coming back up and over to that opposite side. Opening out, use those toe muscles, lifting those knees, coming back up and over to that opposite side. Good, drop those knees over, turning that head, opening out
And then folding back. Good, last few here. Drop those knees over, turn that head. And slowly coming back up. And over to that opposite side. Well done. Drop the knees over, turning that head. And back up. Good. And then bring those knees back to that centre. Bring those arms back down by your side. Let's stretch out through our bottom muscles now. So we're going to put one foot onto the opposite knee. Allow that leg just to relax open there. If that's enough of a stretch, then just stay there. Or if you can, bring the other leg up and towards you, just as far as you feel comfortable. And then we're going to hold this stretch here. So take a nice deep breath in and out here. On that out breath, if you can, just relax down into that stretch. Just that little bit further if you can. And we're going to hold this stretch. So breath in and out here. On that out breath, if you can, just relax down into that stretch. A little bit further if you can. Holding that there. Well done. Breath in. And out. Good. And again, breath in. And relaxing out from there. Well done. And then just lowering that leg back down. Do the same on the other side. Opposite foot onto the other knee. Allow that leg just to relax open there. If that's enough of a stretch, then just stay there. Or if you can, bring the other legs up and towards you just as far as you feel comfortable. Then we're going to hold this stretch here. So just take a nice deep breath in and out here. On that out breath, if you can, just relax down into that stretch just as far as you're comfortable. Then we're going to hold this stretch here. So just a nice breath in and out. Relaxing down into that stretch. And again, breath in. And out. Relaxing down that little bit further. Well done. And just relax that leg back down. Good, so we'll stretch out through the backs of our legs now. Knee up to the ceiling, lengthen through the back of the leg. Just feeling that stretch through the back of the leg there. Toes pointing up towards the ceiling. We're going to hold this stretch. So just support that leg with your hands if you want to. Just lengthening. Toes up towards the ceiling. And then if you can, we'll just point and flex through the ankle here, just changing that stretch slightly. Just point and flex through that foot. Good. And then holding that stretch again, toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Just lengthening through the back of that leg. Well done. And then gently just lowering that leg back down. Then we'll do the same on the other side. Knee up to the ceiling, lengthen through the back of the leg, feeling that stretch through the back of the leg there. Then we're going to hold this stretch. So just lengthening through the back of the leg, just as far as you're comfortable, holding this stretch here, toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Well done. And if you can, we're going to point and flex through the foot here. Just gently moving, pointing and flexing. Well done. Good. Point and flex through the ankle. And then hold that stretch again, toes pointing up towards the ceiling, lengthening through. Good. And then just lowering that leg back down. Well done. So we're just going to slowly come back up into sitting here. So just sitting comfortably, either legs crossed, legs out in front. Shoulders nice and relaxed, that neck nice and long. Okay, so we're going to just start with a few arm scissors here. So arms out in front. Now I want you just to raise one arm up towards the ceiling, and then we're going to switch over. So we're just switching our arms each side. Good. Just reaching that arm back and dropping the opposite down. Lovely. Neck staying long. Reaching the arm and folding down. Good. Reach arm and back. So alternating sides, reaching the arm. Good. Well done. Reach up and fold back. Good. Last few. Reaching up. Side to side. Good. Lifting his arms. Let's do one more each side. And then bring those arms back down together. We're going to clasp those fingers together, reach those fingers away, drop that head down, so that chin down towards that chest. We're going to look up together with those hands, reaching up to the ceiling, then open those hands nice and wide. Good. Clasp those fingers together, reach those fingers away, drop that chin down, and then we're going to look up together, reaching up to the ceiling, opening those hands nice and wide. Lovely. One more time. Fingers clasped together, reach those fingers away, drop that chin down, looking up together towards the ceiling, and then opening out nice and wide, and relax those shoulders, do a few little rolls just to finish off here.
Fantastic. Well done today. I hope you've enjoyed the class and hopefully see you again next time.